There are a lot of pretend wars going on right now. Deacons at Woke United Methodist, they have created all kinds of mythical wars. The false notion that police officers are the biggest enemy, the biggest threat to the black community. The war against mythical racism, where they claim the system is set up against minorities. Which is ironic when you think about it. Considering the fact that illegal immigrants are not only welcomed into this country with open arms, they're also given free money, free transportation, free housing, free food. Who pays for all that? The people they claim are racist. The war on mythical misogyny, where woke welfare recipients like Megan Rapinoe claim female athletes are not treated the same as their male counterparts because of their gender. When the truth is, female athletes aren't treated the same as men because they don't generate the same revenue. Most normal men and women, they don't want to spend their free time watching some prepubescent boy with purple hair run up and down a soccer field. There are all these pretend wars, but it's just a diversion. The war on mythical racism and mythical misogyny, the fight against white supremacy, which the Justice Department claims is the biggest threat to America, it's all a diversion. It's a smokescreen. It's meant to distract you from the real war going on right now, and that's the war against women. I'm talking about real misogyny. I'm talking about all women, white women, black women, Hispanic women, Asian women. Shit fucks are fighting to eliminate the rights of women. They are fighting to take over spaces that have traditionally been reserved for only women. That word, tradition, that word causes woke boners to become flaccid. Remember 2 years ago when they were preaching about the new normal? Remember, 10 or 15 years ago when Michelle Obama said, we have to move into a different place. We have to change our traditions. We have to change our history and our values. Remember that? This is exactly what they were talking about. The administration we have in the White House right now is by far the most corrupt administration in the history of this country. More corrupt than Woodrow Wilson, more corrupt than FDR. A lot of people think FDR was a great president. If you're one of those people, I encourage you to go back and reread your history. FDR's policies, it prolonged the Great Depression. Woodrow Wilson started the progressive movement, known today as the woke movement. FDR escalated it. But anyway, let's go back to your college days. Remember those first few weeks of freshman year, fraternities, sororities? They are out in full force recruiting new members. It all leads up to rush week when new recruits go through a bunch of bullshit to become members. Fraternities are meant for young men, sororities for young women. But this is a new era, guys. You got to remember, we're living in the era of diversity, equity, and inclusion. Emphasis on the inclusion. You're not allowed to have a group for only women. No. That is discrimination. That is reverse misogyny. How do you think young men feel when they are denied membership because their doctor misgendered them at birth? There's a simple solution here. The simple solution would be for the dude to join a fraternity. But KC, what if he identifies as a female? He wants to be around his sisters so they can have slumber parties and do makeovers. Grant Sikes is a young man attending the University of Alabama. How dare you misgender him? According to his own mother, Grant identifies as a woman. Yeah. Well, I don't give a fuck what his mother says. She's either blind or a complete dumbass. I've been alive 37 years. I have never met a woman named Grant. His mom obviously had sense 18 or 19 years ago when she gave birth to him. The doctors didn't make a mistake. The mom's making a mistake now by tolerating this stupidity. There are 20 sororities on the campus of Alabama in Tuscaloosa. Grant Sikes applied to all 20, documented his journey on TikTok. I compiled a couple of his videos for you. If you had a young daughter, you're paying $10,000, $15,000, $20,000 a year to send your daughter to Alabama. Would you want her exposed to this shit fuck right here? Watch for yourself.
OOTD, Bama Rush, day 1, convocation and open houses today, and this is what I'm wearing. So the skirt is from Lulu. It's the new pink edition. My shoes are Air Force, of course. My shirt is from Shein. It's the really, really cute one that's like, everything's gonna be okay. And my jewelry is from all over the place. And yeah, and my hair and makeup is done by yours truly. So, wish me luck. Hey y'all, it's Grant. Today is day 5 of Alabama Rush, and it is the first day of Sisterhood Round. I'm so excited. I cannot wait. So I'm gonna give you guys an OOTD. And yeah, so my dress is from Hello Molly. Thank you so much, Hello Molly. Love you. This thing is from Shein. My shoes are from Shein. And my ring is from Graduation. Oh, not again. That is so funny. And, yep, that's it. So, wish me luck today, and thank you so much. And my makeup is done by me again.
Does that look and sound like a fucking woman to you? I know physically Grant Sikes is more feminine than Jamel Hill or Stacey Abrams, but just because he's more feminine than your average woke woman doesn't make him an actual woman. I understand that there are only 2 ways to confirm gender in the woke cult. 1, you consult with a biologist. 2, you ask the birthing person which gender they've chosen to identify with. Now, for us non-believers, or what the woke like to call the lost souls, for us non-believers, we don't need any of that bullshit. I prefer to go by the eye and ear test. Does it sound like a man? Yes. Does it look like a man? Yes. It's a fucking dude. When most young women are looking for sororities, they apply to 1, maybe 2. Grant Sikes applied to every sorority on campus, all 20. The first 18 denied him on the first day. They either saw the name Grant on the application, thought he put his application in the wrong box, or they met with him and realized that he didn't meet the first requirement. You gotta be a woman. The other 2 sororities, they pretended to play along for a little while, perhaps in the name of inclusion, or maybe they were just fucking with him, having a little fun with him, making him pretend he was gonna get in only to crush his dreams. When I was in college, that's exactly what would have happened. We would have fucked with him. Today it would be labeled bullying or transphobic. There wouldn't have been any protest on campus claiming these sororities were transphobic. If anyone was protesting, they'd be protesting the fact that a fucking dude was trying to join an all-girl group. I have been monitoring this story over the last couple of days. I was initially notified about this story on Monday. One of my long-term viewers sent me the link on Twitter. In that time, I have read countless articles about Grant Sikes. Some outlets like the Daily Dot are claiming he's a victim of transphobia. Some outlets are claiming he's a shitfuck. But there's something being overlooked here, and I'm going to do a little bit of speculating. I think all of this was a charade, a publicity stunt. I think Grant Sikes did this to become a victim. I think he did this to build a social media following. More and more people today are looking to be entrepreneurs. More and more people looking to work for themselves instead of being chained to a desk working for some asshole, which is great. I think it's great. It benefits everyone involved when you think about it. I know for me personally, the happiest I've been in my adult life has been the past year, 14 months working for myself. But it also benefits people who don't have the luxury or don't want the luxury to work for themselves. When skilled people exit the workforce and it becomes harder and harder to find qualified skilled labor, salaries for the rest of you guys go up. Right now, companies are spending more money on payroll than ever before. Reason being, qualified candidates have never been harder to find. But there's a right way and a wrong way to build a platform. The right way being creating content that is helpful or benefits people, or in my case, creating content that's entertaining and informative. It takes time, it takes patience, dedication to build an audience the right way. But in the long run, it's more sustainable. Or you could choose the route Grant Sikes chose, painting yourself as the victim, becoming a clout chaser, looking for your viral moment, looking to be trending on social media. When it works, it seems great. You can do no wrong for a little while. Over the last 2 weeks, Grant Sikes gained millions of views on TikTok, thousands of followers on social media. I've become a star. I'm being talked about in the mainstream media. It worked. My idea worked. I made myself a victim and people love me. The problem with this mentality, there's always another victim to replace you. Grant Sikes never wanted to join a fucking sorority. I mean, come on! He was doing this in Alabama, one of the worst states in the country to be a woke shitfuck. Woke United Methodist, they don't even have a church in Alabama. You really expect me to believe Grant Sikes thought he had a chance to join a sorority in Alabama? You expect me to believe that? He documented this on TikTok for a reason, to gain clout. Like I said, it worked temporarily, but it is already falling apart. His most recent video was a makeup tutorial. It was posted about 24 hours ago. It has 4,000 views. Grant Sikes will be forgotten by this time next week. And to make matters worse, this idea was not even original. Grant Sikes is not the first swinging dick to pull this off. Some confused shitfuck named Adam Davies, he applied to all 12 sororities at Northwestern last year and was rejected. But this war on women is not going away. This corrupt administration and the deacons behind it, they're going to continue to push for this dissolution of women, all in the name of inclusion. Check out this political ad. Normally, when politicians create ads, they consist of made-up lies and propaganda about their opponent. But shit's so fucked up today, all they have to do is simply tell the truth. Now, hopefully this video doesn't get removed for copyright reasons, but watch for yourself.
She trains at 6 a.m. every morning. She spent years working to shave off seconds. She's the captain of her school's team. He's just a mid-pack finisher. But not today. Unfortunately, this competition was over before it even began. Woke left-wing politicians are destroying girls' sports. Tell Biden and his radical allies, no men in girls' sports.
When you really look at the woke movement, all these wars they create, all the accusations they push against people like us, they're really doing it themselves. It's called projecting. They're projecting their views, their beliefs onto us. Joe Biden labeled Donald Trump a racist. I have never heard clips of Donald Trump denigrating minorities. Heard plenty of Joe Biden. I get labeled misogynist for pointing out the flaws in women's sports. Then I get labeled transphobic for defending women's sports when Tran Dan wants to compete against them. It's all a smoke screen. It's all a diversion to cover up the real agenda, which is corrupting children so they have lifelong followers and taking away freedom from the rest of us. But anyway, let me know what you think. Tran Dan tries to join every sorority on Alabama's campus and gets rejected. Do you think he really wanted to join or believed that he could get in, or was this just a publicity stunt to gain fame and notoriety? Let me know. Sound off in the comments below. Make sure to like and subscribe. Click the notification bell to receive all notifications from the channel. Best way to contact me is by email at btlkc84@gmail.com, KC_BTL84 on Twitter. I'll see you guys later.